lot of flux, a lot of changes,
Right.
Because it's early on, and suddenly a 3-1 team loses, might fall off, or an 0-2 team wins a couple. Now they're suddenly on. But this one was tough to fill out the first 4. 7 through 10 is really up to in the eye of the beholder right now. The top half, it's kind of a top-heavy, no-brainer listing, I think. But the other ones are really hanky, iffy, and they might not be on your list, but they're on mine. And number 10 to start off my power rankings list, TJ, I'm putting your Cowboys back on. I'm putting your Cowboys back on it. That was a stone, dude. That was a Stones win. That fourth quarter, it looked like it was brutal, and then suddenly, here comes Rico Dowdle and Jalen Tolbert. Everybody introduced himself to the United States of America. Dak had one of his best quarters. I know that was one of the subjects you had, Chris, in Overreaction Monday pod. Get that wherever you get your podcasts.
Yep.
That it was Dak's greatest win as a Dallas Cowboy quarterback. I pushed back on that. But I'm putting them a number 10 on the list to go to Pittsburgh and do what they did against that defense in the fourth quarter, back against the wall. They're now 3-2. They're 10 on the list. Number 9, down 2 spots. I'm still keeping the Buffalo Bills in my power rankings. They are 3-2, and they have some questions surrounding them, I would say, no doubt. But I still believe they are in the top third of this league. They still have one of the best quarterbacks in this league, and they're just down 2 spots, but they're still in my power rankings at 9. They should have won on Thursday Night Football. They did not win on Thursday Night Football, but they're staying like before. The Bucs stay in my power rankings. I still believe in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, that they are in the top third of this league. No change. They lost last week. They should have won. They would have been maybe a little bit higher, certainly, because number 7, back on the list after I took him off. I'm putting the Falcons here. I'm putting the Falcons here at 7.
Nice.
I'm just, Kirko coming in there, throwing for 5 bills, and defensively, they might be susceptible. Offensively, they might be susceptible. They've got one of the best place kickers in the game. I'm putting them at 7. They lead a division. They're 3-2, and I'm putting them back on the list. They're number 7. Now, number 6 on the list, no change. Baltimore Ravens are still sitting there at 6. Might be too low for a lot of you folks, since the guy on the screen is getting a lot of chatter for yet another MVP season that is forming. Derrick Henry is performing better than any running back through 5 weeks. Certainly in terms of rushing yards over the last 3 weeks, he's been as dominant as he has ever been. I'm putting the Ravens 6th on this list. They were kind of lucky to get through in Cincinnati last week, so that's why I got them at 6. The Washington Commanders are still the top 5 team.
Ooh.
They are dominant. And I can't wait to see them and the Ravens play each other this week. Week 6 is my team's 5 at number 6 on my power rankings. And I'll tell you right now, folks, as much as I'm loving the Ravens, and I'm a Harbaugh guy and a Derrick Henry guy, and I love the Ravens, I'm spending a lot of my sleepless, jet-lagged moments staring at the ceiling, trying to convince myself to take the Commanders in this game to go 5-1.
Do it.
I know you want me to do it.
Do it.
You want me to be wrong.
Do it.
But they're top 5. They're still 5 on this list because number 5 on that screen is unbelievable. Number 4 on the list, down 1 spot because, they had the temerity of being off this week. I'm taking the Detroit Lions at 4. I'm putting the Texans up from 4 to 3. They are number 3 on my list right now because the Texans, despite losing Nico Collins for the next 4 weeks, I still think that they are the second best team in the AFC. The Vikings, I saw them in person. I couldn't be more impressed by their coaching staff, by the way Sam Darnold is playing, and they won a game when he didn't even play very well, or at least have all of the accoutrement from Aaron Jones to all of the touchdowns that he throws. Number 1, the Chiefs proved it. Only a matter of time. 330 yards plus for number 15. Kelsey did it. All of a sudden, Kareem Hunt's in the end zone and Juju Smith-Schuster's turned back the clock. And the defense still is what it is, and they're going to get healthier with a week 6 bye. The Chiefs are number 1 in my power rankings. And so the Steelers and the Seahawks off, the Cowboys and Falcons back on. That's my power rankings.
Fantastic.